Hello everybody, this is Cybes and John, and I'm back with Cybes 3D prints. This is number 3 of the series, and today, well, as I said, I was gonna be showing off Action Master Ratchet. So here he is. I will show, I will do a link down below to where you can actually get this on Pinshape, I think it is, pinshape.com. And it's fairly easy to build. The files that you get, you can either build them separately, so you can do separate pieces if you have a specific orientation that you like to use, or if you want to, like me, just do the whole entire build plate file, which has all the pieces laid out for you. Unfortunately, for this one, you do have to, it is missing a piece. It's missing the waist and hip peg region that allows you to connect the legs and the body together. So you will have to go and find that file and put that in separately. Well, put that in together with the build plate one, which is what I discovered. If you do, I will also leave the Ironhide, the link to the Ironhide one down below, because that one is exactly the same thing, be it just with without the crest that Ratchet has, without the crosses on the shoulders, and a different gun, and I mean that's it. They're pretty much identical besides those differences. So yeah, if you want to go and print those, you can. Before I get up into articulation and how I feel about this, there are a couple of announcements I'm gonna do. So if you don't know already, TF Nation 2020 has been cancelled. People who will have gone to TF Nation in the past, or like last year or the year before or something, or go as like a regular thing every year, like I usually do now, they will have been given an email from the TF Nation crew saying that it's not gonna happen due to the pandemic. So yeah, and I mean I thought as much that this was gonna happen. So I mean we won't see Peter Cullen this year at TF Nation, but I'm certain next year might be different, maybe. So I'm certain they'll have same people lined up for next year that were meant to be lined up for this year coming. But yeah, hopefully we can see that convention carry on in the future, maybe. And if you did pre-order the 01 Studio Cell, then unfortunately you're going to be getting a bigger wait than waiting a bit more than early August, because it's going to be done in Show Z's large packaging shipment. So you will have to be waiting for it way after the pandemic has ended, unfortunately. Here is Ratchet. I'll give a close-up of the head if this is gonna work. There we go. There's the that's the head. Doesn't look very like Ratchet. It looks a bit just like a regular generic robot head. But we know it's Ratchet due to the accents, like the crass and well, the shape of his head and stuff. We got the body, the crosses on the shoulders. Yeah. So, you can't, there are screws screw holes in places, so you can, there's a screw hole there, and there's screw holes on the hips here and on the sides there. Now unfortunately I've done something a bit stupid. You can see that one leg is backwards and the other leg, he's got the wheel on the inside of his leg. Yeah, that was my mistake. So if you are going to be doing this and you don't want to deal with screws and you just gotta glue it all together, because I mean I just decided to do that because I didn't know what screws it would take, then just be careful which pieces you're using. But besides that, I'll just get into articulation real quick. So his head can move. You can move his head backwards and forwards. It can do a 360. Arms can move up and down. Same thing with the other one. Legs can move a tiny bit. You do have knee articulation, and you do also have a bit of waist up in there as well. So I mean, that's greatly appreciated. You can take the gun out of his hand if you don't want the gun in his hand. If you so fancy, and you can just put it off to the side if you want to. I'll just do a close-up of the gun here. Obviously, so my printer has an issue. My printer did a really good job of this gun. At the beginning with the body and the barrel and stuff, but then you can see as it got towards the end, because it was printing up like this. You can see it got a bit not very good there. I mean, it just shows that I gotta do a little bit of more to do with the settings, specifically. So yeah, he can hold the gun in the other hand. Yes he can. So if you want to, you can have it put in a hand, well, whichever hand you prefer. And yeah, I did use white silk PLA to print this, and I'm just showing it as I have printed it, because you are gonna be using one color material, and then you just gotta paint the extra bits in, really. But yeah, this was just a really quick one. I think it's quite cool, as a little posable thing. Obviously, it's a bit delicate due to how you print it and how you put it together and stuff. So yeah, I just think it's kind of a nice little mini thing to just have floating around your collection or so. I'm gonna be putting it with the G2s on my shelf, because I have no space for G1 stuff at all. This has been Cybes John with Action Master Ratchet. Peace out.